we have underway here in the second half with the Philadelphia combination leading 9-0 here in the first half rather of this first women's game of the USAFL Eastern Regional Championships. Brian Barish here with you. We have a combination team, the Philadelphia Hawks, combined with the Minnesota Freeze, the Columbus Cats, the Cincinnati Dockers as well, and one player from the Baltimore Dockers as well. New York is in the black jumpers heading from left to right. This one is sent down the line. Going after it, there is Laura Musser, but it's controlled by Connor Lewis. Finds Rose Stokely, kicks that one up, and it's marked by New York. They'll send that one the other way, does Danielle Gallagher. Send that one in. Alguzin is tackled from behind by Lewis. Over to get it is Stokely. She's dragged down. Lewis stays with the football. Now they come out to the near side. Picked up and dragged down was Jess Taylor. Big boom crash opera in there. And the umpire says, give that to me, we'll ball it up. So we mentioned players from as far away as Minnesota playing on this Hawks side. Rose Stokely from South Jersey kicks that one up high. And it's marked by Kathy Oa. Oa, USA Freedom player for the Minnesota Freeze. She looks around, sends that one in short. One-on-one contest with the mark is taken by Gallagher. Danielle Gallagher goes out to the far side. Taken down, I believe that's Emma Kading in there, number 32. Ari Lockett as well. And the umpire says, give that to me, we'll ball it up. 9-0 the score. The third team is the DC Eagles in this 3-team round robin. Both of these teams will play that a little bit later on today. Picked up and sent forward. Here's Kim Hemingway. Hemingway on the hard around, sends that one in. One-on-one contest. Slid by Jackie Kershaw for Philadelphia, and they'll have a ball in on that far side. Ball's on that far side now, still 9-0. The Philadelphia Hawks have the lead. New York focused mostly on their local competition last year. They didn't attend nationals, but they made it to the semifinals in 2019. This is Alguzin who took the mark. Handballs it over quickly, shot for goal on the way. A lot of bodies in front, but it bounces through for their first score of the game. And that was Janie Green, one of the Australian stalwarts for this New York side. Janie really hit the front in that first, in the couple, actually it was in 2018 at the last regionals we were at. And that will be the last kick of the first half. And a pretty exciting half from what we saw of it as well. As the score at the end of 20 minutes of play, it's the Philadelphia Hawks 1-3-9. The New York Magpies one behind. We'll come right back. This is the 2022 USAFL Eastern Regional Championships here on USAFL.com. Yep, cool. And back underway here in the second half of this first women's game as the Philadelphia Hawks lead 9-1. As that one is kept in nicely by the Magpies heading from left to right. That would have been very, very, very close. I think from where we were standing, it looked like it was in. And we can hear Christina Licata, the New York Magpies coach, remonstrating with the boundary umpire, but it is going to be a boundary throw, and it looked like they did keep the ball in play. But in any event, the ball does come spinning back into play. Ball goes to ground, and there is Liz Ed from the Minnesota Freeze in there with the pigtails going after the football. She's a rookie this year, and mostly as the ball gets kicked out of the full. Just to finish the thought, it's mostly veterans coming up from Minnesota. This is Jerry Johnson Chambers, who came back from a ACL injury. She kicks that one up on the on the near side, drops in front, and like one of the Magpie players, there's a couple of players that just kind of fell over in a heap, and we'll have I believe a free kick. In fact, that's what's coming now. Ball goes in short. Comes out to the near side, one-on-one contest, drops in front of Johnson Chambers, picked up by the Pies, sends out one-on-one contest with Shepard thrown in there by Berdiner, and then she takes down Kim Hemingway. Oh, what a tackle. In fact, I believe actually that's Caitlin Tilstead. Caitlin Tilstead from the Perth area, yep. As she kicks out one on the inside. She's also a Dockers fan, which, you know, for us fellow Dockers fans, that helps as well, and the ball goes out of bounds. Two Australians on the roster for the Philadelphia side, as Phil said, now calling for a change. The other one was Stephanie Hauer, who has come up from Baltimore to appear. Boundary throw-in occurs about 3 meters around from the Magpies target as Ed was in there against Hemingway. She tries to clear. Tackling without the football is what is called, and it will be a free kick. This is Jeannie Green with the football, and you'll get a very good view of her because she is right in front of our commentary position. Green almost kicked that into the player on the mark. Johnson Chambers almost picked that off of a blade of grass, and there's going to be a push in the back called absolutely against Laura Musser as she was right in front. So here is Jerry Johnson Chambers. She has the football in her right back pocket where I keep my keys, which would explain why my butt hurts. And it goes, and I believe they're going to call that. It looks like they're going to do that again, I think. So I think what they're saying is that she had moved away from the mark, which really I think should be a boundary throw-in. But I think she's going to get another go at it. And that's exactly what's going to happen as Jackie Kershaw gives her the ball back. 9-1, Philadelphia has the lead. Sends that one down. One-on-one contest, drops in front, skips away from a couple of players, and then picked up by Taylor from New South Wales. That one is deflected. Algozen going after it. She's from Cleveland, Ohio, and Connor Lewis shoves into her, stays with the football, goes to ground. Lewis wins the battle because she got some help there from one of the players there from the Hawks, and number 41, who we don't have here, but she'll move up on the far side, kick that one on to the left, over everybody, and now here is Sam Wolf from just up the road here in Jenkintown, PA. Drops in front and shoved free up the far side, picked up by Lewis for Philadelphia, cuts to the inside, handballs it off, and then she's taken down, and she is G-O-N-E gone. And it was, in fact, Jess Taylor who had the free kick, who earned the free kick. Plays that one up on the far side. There is Nelson dueling with Algozen, two former teammates on the USA Liberty back on that tour in 2017. Pops in front, picked up by Ed. She sends that one forward. It's going to roll, it's going to skip, it's going to hop. A one-on-one contest, picked up again. Wolf able to get it out of there. That's Sam Wolf. There's Natalie Wolf as well, who's wearing number 99 for New York. And the ball is on that far side, picked up again by the Hawks, sending that one again forward. And juggled and almost caught. And still in play, there's a shot for goal, and it's there. And Philadelphia extends their lead on the Valley Forge Sports scoreboard. That takes them on to 2-3-15, and New York 1 point. Now one of the players in there, just looking to see, we have a number of players who don't have numbers for New York. It was number 38. Ball went off of her hand, but great awareness there by the Hawks to pump it home. So they go on to 2-3-15. And the ball coming back in the middle. Lucy McLeod in the ruck for New York, former member of the Dubbo Demons out in New South Wales. And they just actually scored a pretty famous victory over their arch rival, the Bathurst Giants, not too long ago. Out to the near side it comes. Oh, crash boom opera again. And looks like it was over the back, and in fact, that is going to be paid that way. So it'll be a free kick to the Hawks, and I'll tell you what, they are pumping on all cylinders so far, up by 14 points. Sends that one on to the right. That will drop in front, one-on-one contest. Crash and bash, picked up by Green for New York. Tried to find McLeod, bounced away from her. Picked up, and McLeod didn't take her down. Will try on the second bite and does, and it'll be a free kick. Umpire Dan Greenberg adjudicates a free kick to the Magpies. McLeod finds a sliding Green. Green looking, sees a target, looking for Hemingway. Hemingway gets in front of her defender, turns and fires. I believe that was ahead of McClintock. One-on-one contest, everybody going in. Kershaw is there in defense, and I believe that was Tilly Martin in there, number 49. It is. So again we go. That is a Wolf who's wearing number 50 today, tapping out to Hemingway. Johnson Chambers stayed with it. Musser just got her foot to it at a nice over-the-shoulder mark, and that's by Cece Sobral, who has stepped in to help make up numbers for this Philadelphia side. Nelson was taken down by Alguzen, sent back the other way. One-on-one contest over the head of Lewis, played out into the middle, and then it's going to be a free kick. I didn't see what it was for, but it'll be a free kick. Meg Ford. Ford, left footer on the way, and it's through for a behind. So another opportunity goes begging. It is 15-2, Philadelphia the lead. It'll be a minor upset here. New York coming in at 0-2, having dropped both of their games in DC, not only to the DC Eagles, but also to the Centennial Tigers, who won both games traveling east. Long kick, finding Stokely off the foot of Kershaw. Finds Oha, who couldn't find the handle, and she will be wrestled out of bounds on the near sideline. Done so by Emma Caden. Boundary throw in between the benches. Stokely. That was Gallagher who got her foot to it. Taylor throwing her body in. Stokely has it for the Hawks, but she dropped the pill, and it's going to be a push in the back called. That'll be a free kick to the Hawks. Rose Stokely. Rose is actually her middle name. Her first name is Steele, but she goes by Rose, and she goes long down the pike. Targrave is in there, and then a little chip shot in there by the Hawks. And Green wanting a call, and she's going to end up getting a, I believe, a ball up. 15-2 is the score. The Hawks scoring all of their all their goals. They're scoring their first goal in the first half, and then getting the one here in the second. Andy Hargrave shaken up, and she will stay, and Ariel Lockett will come out for Christina Licata's Magpies. Licata named the head coach of the Frito, the USA women's national team in 2018, but has yet to get the opportunity to coach them in a competitive game because of the pandemic situation. This is Hemingway, who picked it up, but now finds herself corralled by two members of the Hawks, including Connor Lewis, who is in there, and Lewis, who is a professional gridiron player, who's always going to pursue that. Inside 50, McKittrick couldn't get it. She stays with the footy as well, and picked up and cleared out by Green. Picked up now by Ed for Philadelphia. Goes to clear it out, picked up off the side of the foot, and they will run after and chase it, and Elena Meyer in there. Elena playing for DC normally, and as we said, she and Christina Sobral are wearing the gold and brown. We have an injury down as I believe that was Hargrave, who I believe may have gotten a knock up high earlier. They are going to keep playing inexplicably, and now they are in fact going to wave things off for just a moment. We'll stay here just to see the extent of the injury, but we can tell you that if you're interested in learning about everything else in the U.S. Australian Football League, you can follow us on our website, USAFL.com, and on Twitter and Instagram at USAFL1997. While they keep an eye on Hargrave, we'll take time out for a moment. Back here for the third quarter of this opening women's match of the 2022 USAFL Eastern Regional Championships. So just to clarify, we'll have a correction on the score. It's 16-2 that the Philadelphia Hawks have the lead and over the New York Magpies. And this is the third quarter. We're playing 4 10-minute quarters on this field here. And the ball is in the middle of the ground as we start to get back underway here. It's picked up and sent that one in forward. And over to get it, that is Nelson going after Musser, looking for Green, but it's picked off. Throws that one onto the left, and over to take the mark is Kathy Hoa. Hoa sends that one, going in after to get it. Sends that one in. Picked up by Lewis. Lewis sends that one back. One-on-one contest. Tilsed. She's digging after it. Picked up. Sent that one on the way, and it's marked defensively by Connor Lewis. Kojo sends that one out to the far side where it's marked. Goes up on the far side. Ball goes out of bounds. We'll have a boundary throw. At 16-2, the Philadelphia Hawks have the lead. Ball up on that far side now, and it's marked by Kim Hemingway. Kim really hasn't gotten going so far. That one is sent in. And over to get it, there is Kershaw, who gets it away to Johnson Chambers. Sends that one up, almost marked by Lewis, who had to pick that one up off of a blade of grass. Sends that one up on the far side where it's marked again. This is Stephanie Shipley-Snyder from the Columbus Cats. This is Gallagher who has it. Sent that one back looking for McKittrick. One-on-one contest. And that one goes up on the near side, drops in front. Thrown in there by number 77 for New York. She's going to send that one in the Hemingway direction. Hemingway sends that one to goal, and it's going to drift right, and it's going to be through for a minor score. So it is 16-3. There we go. 16-3 is the score. New York trailing by 13 points. And that one is sent in. Picked up by Wolf, who's beset upon quickly by one of the Hawks. And we'll have a ball up. Interesting that they've got Wolf, who's normally a defensive player. They got a couple of talls in there as Green hits that one out. And that one is sent back in the other direction. Marked by Emma Kading. Kading with the ball, about 2 kicks from goal. Sends that one in short where it's marked by Jackie Kershaw. Kershaw I think very underrated, just simply because she hasn't come to a nationals yet, so I don't know that anybody really knows her outside of anybody who's played against her, but she is one of the better players, I think one of the better defenders. Marked by Green. Sends that one in short. Over the head, almost marked in there by Hemingway. They turn and fire, and it looked good, and it is. And so Kim Hemingway finally gets on the board, and that brings it back to a 7-point game. Philadelphia 2-4-16, and New York goes to 1-3-9. Ball goes high in the air. Ball gets knocked down. That's Liz Ed. Tried to find it short, put it on to the right. Going to pick that one up is Jess Taylor. Taylor turns and fires. Looking for Musser and finding her. Laura Musser with Nelson on the mark. Goes to the right side for Taylor off of her hands. She picks it up. Spins to the right. Kicks on the right. Inside finding Hemingway. And Kimmy can try and find her second. So Hemingway sends that one on the way. And almost marked by Lewis. Kept in front. And Lewis is able to get that one away. She gets away from her defender. I believe that might be Green. Drops it in front of Stokely. Couldn't get it to her foot. Play on, said the umpire. And the umpire has called a free kick, and it will go the way of the Hawks. They lead 16-9. Went out to Lewis, who, great job of readjusting. I don't think she had gone up to have a lead and then realized the ball was coming to her. Looking for Mayer, who couldn't take the mark. Goes to ground. McKittrick couldn't handle it, but out of the back comes Emma Kading. Kading sends that one forward. Lewis takes a chest mark. Now she'll play on. Lewis runs her measure, looking for Mayer. It'll drop in front of her, but out the back, going and picking that one up is Shipley Snyder, looking for McKittrick. Mayer is in there as well. It's stabbed out by Gallagher. Gallagher got her right foot onto it. And over to get it now is Ed, and Ed took her down. That'll be a free kick as she was able to catch Kading. So Liz Ed, as we mentioned, one of the rookies. For Minnesota, playing on this Hawks conglomerate. That one is sent in, up over the top, going after it and picking that one up. Couldn't get to it. Here is Lewis. Lewis gets a shepherd, dances away from two defenders. What a goal by Connor Lewis, if it's there. Yes, it is. Connor Lewis with an amazing individual effort. And that is the goal of the day across all the games we've seen so far. The Hawks go to 3-4-22. The lead is 13 points. New York goes to 2-3-9. What a goal. Watch that one back on USAFL.com YouTube. Connor Lewis, as we have mentioned previously, is a professional footballer, gridiron player as well. And she was showing the right trigger button moves to get around two defenders. And that was also a good block, a good shepherd put in there by the number 14, who don't have on the score sheet here. I will try and get that for you. But I mean, overall, that was a pretty goal. And all of a sudden, the Hawks have a huge lead once again. They lead 22-9. That's going to be a high tackle. Nothing really in that, and you see Kathy Oa going to Janie Green and saying, "My bad." So Green sets sail on the right. Hemingway almost took the mark. Good spoil in there. Tilsed waiting out the back. And we have a ball up as Musser was in there for New York, as that one bounces away off the kick of Oha. And going to get it is Gallagher. Gals puts that one on to the right, and Wolf almost took the mark, decides to play soccer, but it went right into the shins of Jackie Kershaw, the rugby player, and that one is kicked out. And through the hands of one of the Magpies, Tilstead, able to pick that one up, just got her hand to it, and then played that one up on the far side by Oha. Algozin watches the ball go out of bounds. Boundary throw in directly across from us. Ball comes spinning back in the play. And the umpire says, like Steely Dan, let's go back, Jack, do it again. That actually is the end of the third quarter. So a huge goal from Connor Lewis and the Hawks, which negates a goal earlier by Kim Hemingway. And at the end of 3 quarters here at Lower Perkiomen Valley Park, it's the Philadelphia Hawks combination. 3 goals, 4 behinds, 22 points. The New York Magpies, 1 goal, 3 behinds, 9 points. We'll step aside, come right back for the fourth quarter. We're watching the 2022 USAFL Eastern Regional Championships here on USAFL.com. Fourth quarter of play here at Lower Perkiomen Valley Park. The New York Magpies lead the Philadelphia Hawks 22-9. As we are underway in the fourth quarter, the Magpies are now kicking to the left of screen as Liz Ed for the Hawks tried to get that one on, sends that one in forward, but picked up by Claire Algozin for New York, and then was picked off by Connor Lewis. Lewis will send that one back the other direction, and over to get it now. Big pump in there put by McKittrick. McKittrick just got it to the foot, didn't go very far, but now here is Mayer trying to clean up the chance. A wayward kick. Oha, she can only get the handle to it. And picked up, she loses it, comes to McKittrick. McKittrick on the right, sends that one in, and it's gone across for 1 point. And so that extends the Hawks' lead. They go on to 3 goals, 5-23. New York 1-3-9. The lead is 14 points. Stephanie McKittrick, by the way, in her 12th season with the Columbus side, a massive Pittsburgh Penguins fan, and also a 2-time member of the USA Liberty. And it's funny because she usually plays defensively, and here she is playing in the forward line. Kathy Oha, another national team member, takes the mark. The lead is 14, and Oha trying to extend it. Oha will stroll in, let that one go. It's on the way. The wind takes that across the face, and it does sneak through for another behind, says goal umpire Ben Gluckman. That takes them on to 3-6-24 to 1-3-9. The lead is 15 points. Ball put back in the play. And off the top there, Algozin and Lewis. That's been a very interesting battle all day. Sends that one in for Meyer, who couldn't take the mark. And that one is cleared out, and just getting her foot to the ball was Ed, but it's picked up by Emma Kading. Kading sends that one long, and did not see the call here. It has in fact gone out on the full, so it'll be a free kick. Sends that one, or they're just setting that one up on the far side as the Hawks kicking towards the creek end as Lewis sends that one in and sends that one across the face for a goal. No, it did just sneak in, and Connor Lewis has kicked her second. So that extends the Hawks' lead again, and I would say a minor upset is brewing as the Hawks now go on to 4 goals, 6 behinds, 30 points over New York, 1-3-9. The lead is out to 21 points. And the reason we call it a bit of an upset is, you know, New York, Division I for many years, that's their full side. But, you know, there is some really good talent, and Lewis really has been best on ground here for the Hawks so far, I would say. Not just because of the 1 goal she kicked, but also she's gotten a lot of touches, and she's really put pressure on the Magpie defense. McLeod and Ed. McLeod wins the ball forward. Taylor is there as well. And we'll have a push in the back call. It'll be a free kick to, I believe, Jesse Aston, who goes out to the far side and finds Lewis. Finds a friendly face, kicks that one on to the left. Looking for McKittrick. Ball goes to ground. 2 Hawks players in there. She dropped the ball. McKittrick is in there sifting through defenders. She rolls over on her back. It almost looks like a turtle just kind of flipping over in the sun. And the ball goes to ground. Lewis again. Couldn't stay with it. Picked up. Kicked that one in short. Green had to go through her hands, but Algozen is there. Sends that one on to the left. McLeod going after it. This is a big field, and I'll tell you what, these women giving it their all, and they are really, really leaving it everything on the field. They both have one more game left. Of course, New York has about a 5-hour wait, whereas the Hawks have to come back in about 2 hours. That one is sent in towards the top of the square, where it's marked by Andy Hargrave, who's come back after that incident. She comes out to the near side, and it is marked nicely. That one is kicked, it's touched, so play on. And it bounces into the hands of Emma Kading. Kading will come back the other direction. Looking for Green, bounces in front, big hit put on, and tackling without the football is called against Caitlin Tilsed. This is Kim Hemingway, who still, at least for a couple more weeks, is the all-time leading scorer in Sydney Swans history. And I don't care if it wasn't an official game, I'm sticking by my story. She's going to get the footy again, just kicks that one on to the right, up high in the air, ball goes to ground, 3 Hawks in there, same team, Tilsed able to get that one away. And that one is marked by Oha, sending that one in forward, looking for Mayer, dropped by Stokely. Stokely stays with the footy, she got knocked down, just cleared out nicely by the Magpies, and it's up on the far side. Ball goes to ground once again. That one is cleared out, and a mark taken. I believe by the blue shorts, that's one of the DC players who's helped making up the numbers here. As that one is sent in, looking for Lewis again. Picked up by Edge, shovel pass for Nelson, who ended up going across the face. Trying to get to it there is one of the Magpies, Musser as well. And that one is dropped in short by Stokely, who really didn't get a whole lot of wood on that shot. The Hawks again leading 30-9. And the Magpies, who as the second seed will of course get that long break. They'll play the DC Eagles a little bit later on, while the Eagles will play this Hawk side. And the Eagles really, you know, they're high on them after their win over New York last week, 17-7, or back on May 14th. This is Lewis who sends that one towards the sticks, and it is marked in self-defense by Sam Wolf, I believe. They come out to the near side looking for Kading. Kading with the football. Comes out to the near side. Ball goes to ground, high in the air. Warren Fox is in there as well. That one is kicked forward. This is Aston, or rather it might be McClintock. Ball goes to ground, picked up, and here come the Magpies. She's got to touch that to the ground. She's just at the end, and it's a worm-burning, finger-breaking, mongrel up-country punt. Try saying that 3 times fast without getting in trouble. The ball goes to ground, and Fox was in there as well, and she falls over after the play. Good job by Warren Fox to get to the ball there, and it'll be a ball up. 30-9, the score. The Hawks the lead. McLeod tried to knock that one forward, picked up by Kim Hemingway. Great smother in there by Tilsed, but it comes to Kading. Kading sends that one in, and it's marked by Laura Musser. Musser going back. She sends that one in, a little chip shot, but to who? It's picked off defensively, and I think she may have underestimated where Nat Wolf was lurking in that forward line. Cleared out to the far side looking for Lewis. Lewis had it go through her hands. And she stayed with it and she picks it up. Sends that one in. Knocked free by Rose Stokely. Sends that one in towards the sticks. Stokely with a chance, and it has gone through for another behind. So another point to the Hawks combination. They go on to 4-7-31. The lead is 22 points over New York, 1-3-9. Can't be much time left here in the second half. The Hawks looking to go to 1-0. And it is possible, of course they're playing DC a little bit later on, but it would be possible for them to lock up the championship if they hang on and then win that game. Oa in front had it smothered by Sam Wolf, and then she's taken down for her troubles. And the umpire will ball it up right in the offensive goal square for the Philadelphia Hawks. We mentioned players from Columbus, Minnesota, Baltimore as well, Cincinnati. This is Berdner, who's in there as well. And in after it goes Liz Ed. That one is soccered along the ground by McLeod. Sent that one up on the near side. Drops in front. Algazin going after it, so too does Green. And as well as Taylor. And it'll be a free kick. Jess Taylor kicks that one onto the right. And that is that. And the Philadelphia Hawks have won the opening game of the 2022 USAFL Eastern Regional Championships. Well, the New York Magpies, a lot of people expected them to, I think you would have given them as a slight favorite tip, and they played well, but Connor Lewis doing a fantastic job. Great job by this defense as well. Jackie Kershaw on the fullback line. Great job by the forwards with Kathy Oha in there as well. And Caitlin Tilstead as well for this Philadelphia Hawks side. So that's it. The Philadelphia Hawks go to 1-0. The final score, it is 4-7-31 Philadelphia, New York 1-3-9. This is Brian Barish reminding you that if you want to check out more about the USAFL, you can do so on our website, usafl.com, on Facebook at facebook.com/USAFL, and on Twitter and Instagram at USAFL1997. For everyone else here, this is Brian Barish from Oaks, Pennsylvania, wishing you a pleasant good day.